guys, welcome to Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. You know, marketing once said that most Bud Light or Bud drinkers were something like 60%, and most Bud Light drinkers were about 70% men. And so after all the craziness that's gone on with Bud Light over the last couple of months and them losing, I don't know how much money now and getting basically ground into the dirt, what's their first post in 2 months on Twitter? What is it? It's an ad directly insulting men, making them look incompetent, stupid, while the women sit around and laugh at them. This is Budweiser literally committing Epstein on itself, except Epstein really didn't end himself. But they're certainly ending themselves, let me tell you. Let's take a look at this ad. This is from Bud Light. Crack a cold one. We've got an epic summer ahead, sock tans included. It's been viewed 1.8 million times, which means that it's on the Twitter thread and it's been presented to 1.8 million times. It doesn't mean they actually sat and watched through the whole video. It's gotten 593 likes, but it's been ratioed into the dirt something like 8,500 times it's been quoted. And they just posted this, 11 a.m. today. So it's only been, as far as my time, about 4 hours. I'm not going to go through the comments. Well, I'm not going to go through the comments on YouTube because I can't. I am going to go through especially the hidden content, the hidden comments down here. I will be going through that on locals. I can't do it on YouTube because YouTube would delete my channel if I did that. But let's take a look at Budweiser's genius new executives and their ad. Now, it's got copyright music, so I can't play it, but all it is music, so you're not missing out on anything. So it shows a 100-degree thermometer. Now I'm going to be slamming the pause button all the way through this because I've got a lot to rant about. I am so tired of companies putting down men and thinking somehow that's going to do them any good. If you haven't, and I'm telling you, if you haven't boycotted Bud up until this point, you better find out what they and AdBev or whatever the main company is, find out everything they make and never touch another drop of that stuff again. So what do we have here? Well, we got a guy wiping his brow with a beer, guys cooling their feet off, guy tiptoeing because he's too stupid to wear shoes on the pavement, so he stands on his cooler. Some girls strongly and bravely carrying a keg. Woman accidentally burns herself. This guy, he dropped his phone taking a selfie in the water, and the women are laughing at him. He falls in the water. Oh, this guy doesn't check for his screen because he's incompetent. And he looks around like a retard. Oh, I can't say that word retard on YouTube. I'm going to have to edit that out. Nonetheless, he's a freaking retard because they're men. Here's a woman eating watermelon, and it's blowing wind. I don't know what's up with that. Guy can't figure out a hammock. Why? Because he's a retard. Got a basketball stuck. Oh, I can't figure out a keg because I'm a man and a retard. I can't open a beer. Someone threw what did they throw? A beanie? I guess he's playing bean toss, and he didn't know enough to stand out of the way, so he got hit with a beanie for bean toss. And women are laughing and checking out this guy's opening a beer. We're cooling off. He's getting soaked. Oh, this guy's relaxing. Oh, I opened a beer. Oh, I opened a beer. So what do we have, basically? We have, it's not end of the world type stuff, but a guy doesn't know that blacktop's hot, so he has to tiptoe and then stand on his cooler. These stunning brave women carrying this. Woman can't shut a fridge because she can't figure out that limes are in the way. Woman burns herself with a phone on her stomach. This guy, okay, so they do show two women being stupid. This guy drops his phone from a selfie because that's what men do all the time is selfies. It's not women. Women laughing at him. He takes a dunk, go through the screen. This guy can't figure out the hammock. Stuck basketball, can't figure out a keg, can't figure out corn toss. It's just a bunch of people being stupid. And I guess they thought this would be light and funny. But again, remember, the majority of beer drinkers are men. And if you've just come out and basically insulted a whole lot of people and called them dude frat bros, and we need to get away from the frat bro community. That's what the former executive that supposedly got fired, what she was saying. She's a Harvard grad who went to school for advertising. And I apologize if there's white noise in the background. It's raining today, and I can only do so much to filter out the noise. I'll try my best, though. When you've got a woman that comes from Harvard and says we need to get away from the fratty image of our commercials and our clientele, they come out and insult you. They do all this crazy stuff. This isn't frat culture, by the way. This is nothing about frat culture. What this is making men and a couple of women, making people look stupid. How does that help your brand at all? Well, they get nuked into the dirt. Let me go back, and before I click on this, you can see here, it's been like now 593 times, and it's been quote tweeted or commented 9,100 times and 771 quote shares. Oh, now it's up to 600. So basically, it's about a 10,000 people complaining and sharing the ridiculousness to 600 likes. Yeah. See, okay, I'm gonna have to cut that out too. I can't even scroll the comments on this for YouTube. I'm so tired of being insulted. I'm so tired of everything, because commercials now today, and many of you have noticed this, but movies are doing it as well. It's why I literally have given up on Hollywood. For entertainment, I watch old movies, and even then, a lot of the Hollywood entertainers I used to enjoy from a decade or two ago have said something stupid in the last couple years about the jab, or about people who vote a certain way, or about the flyover states and us poor dummies that live out here in the country, that it makes me really even struggle enjoying movies. I find myself watching YouTube, Rumble, some other locals, content creators. That's about all I watch anymore. It's just people like me. I'm so tired of the well-to-do rich people wanting to point their fingers and laugh at we everyday people. That's really what it feels like to me. And this whole commercial feels like that to me. Movies feel like that to me. Everything feels like that. I'm tired of it. If you actually, and some of you still have cable, and some of you still have the internet. Oh, excuse me, not the internet. Some of you still have cable. Some of you still have traditional TVs and stuff that you watch. I haven't in 15 years. I gave up on cable a long time ago. But I've heard from people, and I've noticed this myself when I was visiting my mother, and she watches cable TV all day long to get her news and watch her TV shows. I've noticed there are not a whole lot of men that are competent in commercials anymore. I noticed there's not a whole lot of normal, when they show a family, a lot of times it's a woman and kids, and there's no man in the commercial. When they show somebody being aggressive or acting poorly, it's usually a white dude. The bending of norms and what we should find acceptable and real has completely gone off the rails. I remember even, 20 years ago, I remember on TV, if they showed a couple and they had a child, or the couple was yawning and waking up in bed, they made it very apparent you saw wedding rings on those fingers. They made it apparent you knew that this was a family that was married. Now they go out of their way. Now they go out of their way to make sure, oh, look, there's two women. Oh, but they make sure to show the wedding rings on them. Here's a couple, but no wedding rings. And, oh, look at that. They have 3 kids, but there's no dad. It's always something. Maybe this is just old man yelling at the sky about things today. And maybe it's okay to be more accepting and more inclusive of people if they have different lifestyles. I get that. But why does it always have to be to the sacrifice of men? Why are we the only group, the only out group that you can complain about and make fun of, and we're not supposed to say anything? And they say, oh, institutional power. You've had all these privileges. I never had any of those privileges, and the people that did have those privileges are mostly not here anymore. This is a new age. So maybe how about we stop using certain groups as the fall guys and the bad guys, and we really do treat everybody equally? Wouldn't that be great? But they don't want to do that, you see. They've got to make up for all the bad things they've ever done to anybody. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think below. Again, maybe this is just me being hypersensitive to this stuff, but as much as it's being crammed down our throats, how can you not be hypersensitive about it? How can you not be frustrated with this stuff? This, if anything, just when I see this stuff and making men look stupid, that almost makes me want to protest and be like, I don't want to be involved in this stuff anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. For you guys over here on YouTube, join me on betterbachelor.locals.com. I'm going to go through some of these comments because they're hilarious, and I can't do it over here on YouTube. So make sure to join us over there today. Great group, great community. $5 a month if you want to become a supporter. I'd really appreciate it. We got a supporter drive going right now. Helps me stay independent.